Hey, did you hear? Resolution 5580, cancellation of debt, new tax policy. What did you hear, Amir, about that?
You know, I immediately blank out when I hear taxes. I'm just not, I really count on my accountant for a lot of this stuff. But it's a good thing that we have Leo Jacobs here today to sort of explain that new tax policy, which is supposed to be a huge relief for commercial owners.
Yes, it should be. But hold your horses, guys. It hasn't yet been passed. The Senate has to pass it. Joe Biden has to sign it into law. And it amends really a specific tax law.
Why are you dashing our dreams?
but explain it in simple terms. I mean, the idea that Congress and our government is talking about this stuff and they're realizing the impact that the sort of the commercial doom that everybody's talking about, or office doom, that'll have an impact on commercial buildings. What are they talking about? How is this going to help these landlords and these investors?
So it really applies to anyone that has taken out money or funds to purchase real estate. Okay. Now we're in a place where real estate interest rates are up. Okay. The market is down and it's continuing to teeter-totter downward. So anyone who is taking real estate seriously will probably be the government right now, because they need to take out those individuals that have no parachute out of the airplane. And those are investors, sponsors, developers, 1-4 home flippers. What does this law mean?
Wait, just so we understand
briefly
is, if you take that loss on the debt, I would be taxed. And I'm not even sure people even understand that. Meaning if we took out $10 million and then they forgave $2 million, what am I being taxed on that $2 million right now?
There's a capital gain, right? Or there's ordinary income. Typically, it's ordinary income because the tax debt currently is applied to recourse debt. And those are all the guarantors that are guaranteeing.
So they're going to pay 25 to 33% on that loss in taxes.
That's right. So it doesn't incentivize that sponsor developer, okay, to enter into any modifications, because if you modify your interest rate and you're saving money, anywhere you're saving money, you're taxing. You're not really saving money. Yeah. So there's no incentive right now. The government is sitting there and they're talking about, hey, how do we get these people to enter into modifications?
So the government is trying to push this through the system.
Exactly.
Get it going faster. Exactly. Stop holding on so tight and let it go.
Exactly.
No, well, that's great. And then what will this mean for the commercial landlords in the core cities?
It will really it will be a soft landing for the landlord and the investor developer to come to some type of an agreement relatively swiftly. You know why? Because there are $100 million on my building. The building is worth $50 million. I have a $50 million tax burden. Guess what happens? I'm telling my landlord, I can't necessarily agree right now. So I'm going to enter into a deferral. If I enter into a deferral, I don't necessarily save money. So currently, these are loan modifications that are not necessarily saving money for investors, developers. Now, if you want to save some money and not want to have a tax burden at the end of the year, you have to wait before you apply with your landlord to get the debt forgiven. You have to wait for this law to pass.
Until Big Joe signs.
Right. And I'm very, very confident in it, because back in the 2008 financial crisis, they came out with different tax policies for residential individuals. And that's what I think is going to be happening here. There's going to be a place, I can't believe I'm going to say this, for the sponsored developer that overleveraged himself to live another day, to invest another day with this cancellation.
Because they got to move this through the system. We got to get the real estate game back up and running.
That's right.